To my Elanco team members, very important message today that I'd like to convey. And I'll start out by saying as we wrap up September, we're in a good spot. We're wrapping up 2013 with 3 months to go. And no question, we got some gaps to plan, but we're leading the industry in growth as we wrap up the third quarter. And I'm getting ready to present at an investor conference for Lilly this week. And it's had me a chance to look back at the last 5 years and really even this year, year 6 in this journey, kind of this 10-year journey. And we've been winning the decade in growth. We've been winning the decade in innovation. And we're in a very strong position. My challenge to all of us as we're wrapping up year 1 of Elanco 2017 is how do we turn some of the adversity that we're facing in 2013 and turn it into energy and turn it into the right mindset that gets us in the right place. And my challenge is anytime someone's faced with adversity, they need to do 3 things to turn it right. And that's what I want to talk about. 1 is let's face the realities. 2, let's anchor on our strategy. And 3 is let's get the right mindset. So let's cover each one of these. First is let's face the realities. What are some of the realities? 1, we're in a much more global business that's more globally connected than ever. So what happens with the Japanese yen? Great, change in currency to an Asian economy or meat trade around the world. We're so globally connected that we're dependent and we're impacted by those things. Manufacturing, we're seeing fluctuations in demand by one assumption on a product that can be plus or minus 20, 30%. That's something different. We're seeing regulatory bodies maybe that were predictable the last 5 years, a little less predictable. And that's I think, just the realities of the business that we're in. We're seeing competitive entrants that we haven't seen before come right after a new innovation. So a Confortis and a Trifexis likely going to have a competitor. And usually we have 10 years or so with a new product. We may only have 5. That's a new reality that we're dealing with. Generics, we've all had generics and we've dealt with generics in the past. We're good at dealing with generics. But today we got generics coming from top 3 animal health companies, coming to the U.S., coming to major products. And so we're going to have to deal with those new competitors. We got new competitors, a big public company in Zoetis to a private equity as well. The list goes on, but bottom line is let's face these realities. As a company, we haven't done the best job of that. And I want the best way is let's anchor on our strategy. And listen to me in my second point. Our strategy is around one word, and that word is value. We add more value than anybody else in this industry, and that will differentiate us. This blue slash will stand for value more than it ever has. And I want you to come back to the 2017 logo. Number 1 value contributor to customers, that customer, and I want you to look above it. There's a person. There's not a product, a building, a logo. Okay, it's a person. And that's a farmer, a CEO, a nutritionist, a veterinarian. Let's make sure we take care of that personal relationship more than ever and foster that, even if they walk away from us and take a competitive product. Remember, you're part of a company that's planned for this, that's diversified, that's in this for the long term, and has a parent company, Eli Lilly, that's behind us. All right, we're in this for the long term. We have your back. Take care of that customer. I also say look at that logo and go to the other side, and there is in our culture customer in that. Humility and customer are 2 words I want you to really think about when it comes to our culture. Value is us. We're going to go against a Zoetis bundle, a Seva generic, a Mariel footprint, a BI one-dimensional vaccine line. We're going to be about value. That's our strategy. So let me highlight a few things. 1 is a recent acquisition, AgriStats. We now hold more data on productivity and health than anybody else. And my challenge to all of us is we're going to turn that data into knowledge. That knowledge is going to add more value. Shoot, per pig, we can make more money on the value we give in Elanco Knowledge Solutions than we do in products. That will help us long term with some of these realities. We've got a pipeline that is full. We got people in rooms today saying, how do we bring more innovation in the next 2 years than ever before in our history? So a Keckstone, a Recover-Up, well, what else do we have? We're going to bring more acquisitions that are going to bring value. Some can be small. You may not know we've got another deal we did this year with Heska that's going to bring a beef vaccine line that comes in. And we're going to see more of these regional acquisitions as well. And I can go on and on. Bottom line is this list of value, and it's going to include capabilities. It's like Acton Tech and Elanco Knowledge Solutions. It's going to bring geography. We're going to get into Africa. We've already made a deal to be a major player in China. All of this is going to be in your arsenal to say, by 2017, no one will add more value than Elanco to a customer. Please, I ask all of you, have a discussion as a team and ask yourself, what do we do to take value to the next level and take these realities head on? And that leads me to my last point, and it really becomes personal. As you look at that Elanco 2017 card, we talk about mindset. And there are 3 words that I want you all to kind of look in the mirror first and then sit around a table as a team and say, shape, innovate, execute. On shape, just think about a piece of clay. You have to be proactive to shape that. If we're in a regulatory body, a manufacturing plant, setting with a customer, we need to be more proactive than we've ever been. And I will challenge to say, if I have one critique of all of us, collectively, we've been a little hesitant. This is not a time to be on our heels. Let's lean in right now and be as proactive and shape our environment. Are you with me? The second is innovate. Innovate is not just for R&D. Innovate is all of us. When we sit around and something doesn't happen right, or you hit that cul-de-sac where you can't go to the next place, ask this one question. What do we have to believe to get the outcome we want? And start that list and start to get innovative. Start to challenge all of us, challenge me, new ideas. Let's be at the personal level more innovative than we've ever been at the end of 2013 and all of 2014. That's the mindset we need. And execute is all about discipline. What are the 1 or 2 things that matter to me? Get them done. Be accountable. Inspect what we expect. And trust others to do what they need to do and not jump over. We've now set up ourselves in a new organizational structure where by hubs we can spend more time with the customer. We can be more disciplined. We have more capacity, I believe, going forward. We have more career path opportunities than ever before. You're part of a growing company that's on offense that can win. We got to do 3 things to be the number 1 value contributor to customers. 1, as we've said, face these realities head on. Okay, let's talk bluntly about what could happen and know we've planned for them, we're prepared for them, we're diversified, and we're going to take these realities head on by number 2, anchoring on our strategy, which is 1 word that Elanco logo stands for, value. And 3 is have the right mindset. Shape, innovate, execute, starting in the mirror at a personal level. You're the winning company, and we have no intention of doing anything but what I'm going to convey at this investor conference, which is to say we're going to remain top tier in growth, top tier in innovation, but more importantly, top tier in adding value to customers. Thank you for what you do. Let's get to work. Thank you. Finish 2013 strong.